Well, hi there. I got another recipe for us today, or this evening. I got some cauliflower that has already been cooked. I'm just going to chop it up a little bit. You can put it in the blender, but I'm afraid if I put it in the blender, I'll get it way too chopped up, you know, kind of like pureed instead of chopped. And I just want it chopped in little pieces. So since it's already cooked, for the most part, I'm just going to chop it with this food chopper. And this is probably about a half of a head of cauliflower. You can use as much or as little as you want. You can adjust the recipe, you know, to suit how much you want to fix. But this is a handy little food chopper, and I've had it for many years. It makes easy cleanup. And like I said, it comes in good because you can more judge how you chop your food item versus put it in the blender and chopping it in there. So I've gotten used to doing this, so that's the way I'm doing it. And again, this is a great way to get your kids to eat cauliflower if they don't usually want to eat cauliflower, because they're not going to know what it is. Okay. You can see how I've got it. It's just finely chopped. And I've got some chopped up scallions or green onion tops that I'm going to use. And I went out and chopped some more. So it's about a half a cup. If you use a whole cauliflower, you might want to use a whole cup of the onions. I'm going to put 1 egg in here. I'm going to put garlic salt. And again, you can season it to taste. I put about, half a teaspoon in there. And I was going to put regular onion, but I don't think I'm going to put regular onion in there. I think and since I put garlic salt, I'm not going to add any more salt. I'm just going to put pepper. Because I don't want to get it too salty. That's the good thing about using garlic salt. I'm shaking some Parmesan cheese. Maybe 1/4 cup full would be good. Now I'm going to try to stir this up some. Get that egg stirred up in all of this. Now you can fix these in the oven if you prefer. I'd rather put them in the frying pan and fry them on top of the stove. But this is a way that you can get your seasoning and your egg right along with your cheese really incorporated here together. Because I want my garlic salt, my pepper, my egg, my cheese, all that just really mixed in here good. Ooh, there was a big old piece of, I'm just going to take that out. It was a little bit big piece that was left that I didn't get chopped, and that's okay. That little piece is not going to affect it a whole lot. Now I'm going to put in about a half of a cup of flour. And just get that all mixed up real well. I may have to put a little bit more flour, I don't know. I didn't measure my cauliflower. It calls for about 2 cups of chopped cauliflower. And you know me, I'm the world's worst on measuring. I just kind of wing it. But when it gets moist, because there's enough liquid in that cauliflower to moisten that flour really. Now you know what? I was supposed to put 2 eggs in there. I only put 1. Let me get another egg. I knew I was not doing something right. But you put 2 eggs. That's not a big deal because I can just mix it right in. 2 eggs to about 2 cups of cauliflower. And I had a little bit more cauliflower than what I thought. So I think it did make about 2 cups of cauliflower. And that's what the recipe that I have calls for. Is 2 cups of cauliflower. Well, I don't know how it's going to smell when it's cooking, but I tell you what, it already smells good. Already smells good. Your hand might get a little tired because you got to incorporate all of that egg in there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is just put some olive oil in my pan. I'm going to get some paper towels. Put them over here in my plate. Turn this burner on and get it hot. It'll take it a minute so I can continue to mix my mixture here. Now, and if you haven't already guessed, this is my version of cauliflower fritters. And believe you me, they're really good. And if you have kids that don't like to eat cauliflower or broccoli, this is the way that you can also chop up broccoli in this. I like to just do it with the cauliflower. But when you make these patties, they come out brown and crispy. You can dip them in ranch dressing or your favorite dressing, and the kids will love it. And they don't know they're eating cauliflower. They don't know they're eating a vegetable that's good for them. Now I'm just going to put those in there. Don't want them too big, and I don't want them too small. About a tablespoon in your grease or your olive oil. If you prefer to use lard, go right ahead. Any kind of cooking oil that you prefer, go right ahead and use it. And again, like I said, if you prefer to do these in the oven, put your patties out on a greased cookie sheet or parchment paper lined cookie sheet and fix them right in your oven. You know me, unless it's freezing cold, I don't like to turn my oven on. But yeah, I prefer to do mine like this. I'm not sure what temperature you would cook them on if you put them in the oven, but I prefer to do this. I've been working in the yard a little bit today. I've been trying to clean up the sidewalk and the patio areas after all this rain we've gotten. Because I had tons of leaves on my porch and everything. But I started to get hungry, and I remembered I had a little bit of this, I had this cauliflower left because I cooked it the other night. And I had that much left in a big bowl that I didn't eat yet. So I was debating whether to make cauliflower soup or fritters, and fritters won out. And if, like me, if you put your stuff in the pan before it gets good and hot, it might stick. You're quite not ready, almost not quite ready to turn. And you might say, if you've watched a lot of my videos, that I make a lot of fritters. Yes, I do. But they're usually vegetable fritters. You know, they're always usually the stuff that's good for you to eat. And, you know, this is the way I like to eat a lot of them, so. And like I said, I think your kids would too. If they're, you know, it's hard to get them to eat cauliflower and all that good stuff that's good for them. And they don't take that long to make. In fact, if you don't have your cauliflower cooked already, put them in a glass baking dish or deep dish that you got a cover for. I've got baking bowls, you know, I've got bowls like are this big around and about that deep, and they have a glass top. Anything like that that you can cook in the microwave that has a lid. Cut your cauliflower up, put it in the bowl, add about a half a cup or more water, put your lid on it, put it in the microwave, and cook it for 5 to 10 minutes, and that should soften your cauliflower good enough to go ahead and chop it up and use it in this recipe. That way it's a lot quicker. You don't have to wait and boil, you know, steam the broccoli to get it cooked. Just put it in the microwave. You know, today it's all about how fast you can do something. So, and my hair's all frizzy. Like I said, I've been in the yard, I've been working. I come in here, decided to fix something to eat. And I'm just like I was cleaning off my walk this afternoon, so. And I opened my door and went out, and I swear, there was little Buddy's twin. It was another orange tabby, but he didn't have white on him like little Buddy. And he was wearing a collar, so I know he belongs to somebody close by. So little Buddy's got him a friend. That's why he's been wanting to stay out so much. He's got him a little furry friend out here. And see, you just want to get them a nice golden brown. You don't have to worry about cooking the cauliflower because it's basically already cooked. You're just using the green onion tops. And they cook really fast. You don't have to worry about raw onions in your patties. If your kids don't like onions, tell them it's something else. Tell them it's just green spices or something. And really they're in there just for the flavoring anyway. And you know me, I always use my forks. I mean, they're nice and golden, they're crispy. You can dip them, like I said, in ranch dressing. And I may make a little bit of ranch dressing. Homemade ranch dressing. To eat with these, I don't know yet. Haven't decided. Now, let's see if we can put another batch in. Again, that's about a tablespoon, a rounded tablespoon of batter. Just kind of flatten it out a little bit. You might need to turn your heat down a little bit. It was getting a little bit too hot. That's how I know I can get them all about the same size, because I get just about one rounded tablespoon of batter. But this comes in handy when you want to fix something like this and you don't want to heat up the house with the oven. You know, in the summertime, the last thing you want to do is turn on the oven. Then it just fights your AC. So they smell good. Don't know what kind of dressings I got. Seemed like I bought some, and I don't remember what I bought. Oh, I know what I got. That would be really good, and that's honey mustard sauce. A little bit of honey mustard sauce. That would go real good with these fritters. Real good. See, they don't stick to the pan when you get the pan hot before you put your batter in there. They start frying so fast that your batter doesn't stick. See how they flip so easy for me when I just use my fork? If I tried to use a flipper, I'd have them everywhere. And I'd probably have them broken in half. But just 2 cups of chopped cauliflower, cooked cauliflower, makes a lot of these things. And again, like everything else, if you make a big bunch of them and you don't want to eat them all, you don't have enough people to eat them at that time, put them in freezer bags and pop them in your freezer. Then when you want a cauliflower fritter, just take it out and heat it up. I mean, it's a great, like, vegetable addition to any meal. Like I was going to fry a little pan of okra right here. I was just going to roast it in my cast iron little pan. And I was going to fry a piece of sausage, and I was going to eat some cauliflower fritters, and that was going to be my dinner tonight. But I wanted to get these done first. I keep an eye on them because I don't want them to burn. I want them a nice golden brown, but I don't want them to burn. And we only used a half a cup of flour. 2 eggs, 2 cups of cauliflower chopped, about a half a cup of green chopped onions, just the green tops, your garlic, your salt and pepper, and that's it. And some olive oil to fry them in. And you might say I fry a lot of stuff. Yeah, I do, but you notice I always use olive oil. Or you can use lard. If you're in the habit of buying lard, that's one of the best cooking oils you can get is lard. Lard, olive oil, grapeseed oil. For many years they thought that the pig fat, the lard you got from it, was bad for you, but it's actually not. It's actually good for you. Because it doesn't have a lot of stuff that all these other oils or butter has. Butter is one of the worst things you can fry anything in, even though it tastes better. I mean, it tastes real good when you fry something in butter. But the butter's not healthy. That's the reason I couldn't believe on keto diet. They use all the butter they can use. They eat all the bacon they want. I mean, it's crazy the kind of stuff they eat on that diet. But, you know, I don't know. I'm just me. I don't know about all that medical stuff. Okay, let's put our next batch in. Just a good rounded tablespoon, and you'll get enough in each one, and they'll all be pretty uniform in size. If you prefer to grind or chop your cauliflower up even finer than what I did, go right ahead and do it. I kind of like it this size. But if you want to put it in the blender and chop it up a lot finer than what I did, go right ahead. One of these days I might get my oven leveled up. Since the house is not level, the back side is down just a little bit. Doesn't hurt it a whole lot. But I decided to do this because, you know, some people may not have ever thought to make a cauliflower fritter. It's just something different to add to your dinner menu. Almost turned that one too soon. I'll wait on the other ones a little bit. But I guarantee you, if you got 2 or 3 in your family, this amount of cauliflower fritters probably will be gone. You won't have any. I doubt you'd have any left. I mean, they brown so nice. And again, you don't have to put oil in your pan. This is a non-stick pan. I like the oil in there because I like the crispiness it gives the fry on the patty. A crispiness that a lot of times you don't get if you don't put some kind of oil in there. And you may even be able to fix these in an air fryer. I don't know. If you've got the right kind of pan to put them in, to be able to put them in the air fryer. I know it's good to heat them up in the air fryer. But I don't know about cooking them in one. just doing a scoot around in my pan. And I've only got about 2 more in here, probably. So they should cook pretty quick. Put these over on this side so y'all can see them. Aren't they pretty and golden? There. Pretty and golden brown. Okay, so that's a 1/2 cup of flour, about a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, dry Parmesan cheese. You saw I got it out of a little shaker bottle. 2 eggs, 2 cups of chopped cauliflower, already cooked, garlic, salt, pepper. You don't have to add water or anything like that because your cauliflower and your egg has enough liquid in there to mix your flour up with your cauliflower. You don't want to add water or anything like that because you'll end up making it too wet. And I know some people, when I'm frying stuff like this, if I don't get it done in like 2 minutes, they say I'm taking too long. Well, I don't need to turn my heat up. I don't need to pause my camera while I'm cooking this. I want people to see how I'm cooking it, how much it's making and all that. I don't want to cut that out of my video. And you know, I got to thinking, if people are in that big a hurry, maybe they don't need to be watching videos. Maybe they need to be doing something else. Because most people that watch my videos, they want to see everything that's involved in making whatever dish I'm making. I mean, I've put some some pictures without the video, without the explanation, and just the recipes on cal.com. Go to cal.com if you just want to see the picture of the food item already cooked and you want the recipe. If you're going to watch my videos on YouTube, then you're going to see the whole video, the whole process of cooking the item. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I mean, you know, everybody likes something different and I can't please everybody. So I do the best I can. I'm going to go ahead and turn that heat off because it's pretty warm. Let's see. I have a little plate over here. But there y'all go. There are my cauliflower fritters. And I think they look good. I want to get a good shot of them because I know this light is terrible. It's really terrible. I think maybe it's a better light from this angle. Maybe. Nope. It was better right up here, I think. But there is my plate of cauliflower fritters. Don't they look good, y'all? Grab one. They smell fantastic. They really do. But I'm trying to find the ones that... And I got a plate here. I'm going to put a little bit of honey mustard dipping sauce, because I love honey mustard on just about anything. Get a little bit out there. And like I said, you can make some ranch dressing, basically any kind of dressing you like. But look at this. Look at the inside. How moist. I'm going to dip them in a little bit of honey mustard sauce. Y'all take a bite. Take a bite now. Mmm. Mmm. Your kids will never know that's cauliflower. That is so good. Mmm. So again, here goes my cauliflower fritters. Y'all make some. I think you'll be glad you did. Your kids will too. And with that, I'll see you on my next one. Bye.